Hello. Oh, oops. Sorry. Hello. Welcome to the start of a journey. This might take a while. It's a journey. It's a long one, but it is a hopefully fulfilling journey. It's hopefully going to be a very fulfilling journey. And that journey is we are going to, well, I am going to complete the entire Gen 3 Pokedex. On emulator, of course, but without using cheat codes or anything. And this is going to be the entirety of the national Dex. So what that means is every single mon, including the Johto starters, and all the legendaries, mythicals, all those Pokemon that you normally can't obtain, at least not very easily, on regular, on a normal cartridge and stuff. But everything that I'm going to do will hopefully be possible on a normal cartridge. You'll kind of see. I'll kind of walk us through the process here as we go through this entire thing. I'll preface this by saying I am not an experienced YouTuber or streamer or whatever. I'm not very good at recording content. This is going to be my first try at this real try at this whole thing, and I'm hoping to kind of just figure stuff out as I go through. But I guess I'll try and set this frame to a less infuriating one. I kind of like the way it looks, but I understand a lot of people aren't going to like it, so I'll change it to something less infuriating. So I can imagine, you know what, I don't know, let's just do the default one. I'm fine with that. It does look kind of boring, but I'm fine with that. Yeah, so we're going to go through the entire, to do this, we're going to need to do 3 semi-full Pokemon Emerald playthroughs, such that we complete the entirety of the Ho indexes in all 3 Pokemon Emeralds. And we're going to need to complete the Pokedex, do full playthroughs of Fire Red, Leaf Green, probably just one of them, and just get the starters. But enough such that we can get all the legendaries and everything. I'm not going to be using any. So there's a few rules for this. I'm going to complete the entirety of the Pokedexes as far as I can without using arbitrary code execution, without using duplicate glitches or anything like that. So I'll be going through kind of full vanilla, no exploits, nothing runs of all the games. Doesn't mean I'm not going to be using cheeses or anything like that, but I will be doing full playthroughs, stuff that you can, any 12-year-old who picked up the game could do. Once we reach that point where, okay, you can't complete the entirety of the Ho Index, or you can't complete the entirety of the National Dex, then I'm going to be using arbitrary code execution in order to complete the rest. As of now, I can't exactly recall if you need arbitrary code execution to complete the Ho Index. I'm not entirely sure about that. I think you might have to, but I honestly don't know. But if we do, then we'll use it to get the Ho Index, and then we'll use it to get the Johto starters, and then from there we'll do use that to get Mew and the other Pokemon too. But for now, let's just get started. So I'm gonna be recording. I'm gonna try to record pretty much all of this. I don't know if I have enough hard drive space. I guess I'll find out. But that's gonna be my MO. Maybe I'll just kind of upload the gameplay as I go through, and I don't really plan on editing any of this. I don't know how that's going to work, if it'll make the content at all, usable or watchable, but I honestly don't really care. I'm doing this mostly for my own documentation. So I'm going to try to do this all. I'm just going to record all this. I don't know how to edit videos. I'm not going to try. This is all going to be raw, pure, unfiltered. Well, relatively unfiltered thoughts as I'm playing through this. So I'll try to talk us all through this stuff, and that's why I was thinking about streaming. I think streaming would be nice because it's going to get really boring pretty quickly. But at least while we're playing through the first sections of the game, I think it'll be a bit better. I'm not streaming any of this right now. I can probably figure out how to stream some of it later, but for right now it's just you, me, OBS Studio. That's about it. So it's just kind of talk through this. I'm gonna go through this with the presumption that a lot of people watching, or whoever's watching in the future, doesn't really play Pokemon, doesn't know how to play Pokemon, so I'm gonna be walking through everything that's happening here. I just picked my dude. I'm a dude. Picked my name, Dojin. And we just got off the moving truck, and we are in our house now. We live in Little Root Town, very small starter town. This is how most of the Pokemon games work. And first thing we need to do, as our mom told us, was to set the clock, so we're just going to go ahead and set it. Right now, where we are, it is 1:30 in the morning, so I'm going to go to 1:33 in the morning. The date, if you're curious, is June 8th. It's June 8th, 2026. So I guess you can see how long this takes. I don't know how much I'm going to be playing every single day, but it's the summertime right now. I'm not doing much, so hopefully I can get some stuff done. We have a little personal PC here. We have a little item storage and some other stuff, but mostly just the item storage. I'm just going to grab the potion. It might be helpful later. I guess we'll look at the Hoenn map. Let's check it out. So this is where we are, Little Root Town. If you didn't know, most of the Pokemon regions are based off real places in the world. I think all of them are, actually. Hoenn, this is the 3rd generation of Pokemon games, and our region is Hoenn, is based off I believe it's the main island of Kyushu, and the surrounding islands. So this is a real place in Japan. The first 4, I think, generations of Pokemon games were based off islands in Japan. So right now we're in Little Root Town, kind of in that location. So now we go downstairs. Oh, Dojin, come quickly. Oh, Petalburg Gym. Maybe Dad will be on. So, Petalburg Gym. Dad was on, we missed him, too bad. One of Dad's friends lives in town. Professor Birch is his name. Yep. So, in every single Pokemon game, there's some kind of professor. I don't really know why, but we'll go next door. This is Professor Birch's house. That is his wife. And I assume his daughter. His other daughter. The daughter that we're concerned about is upstairs. Wait, no, she's not. Okay, let's go back downstairs. Oh, there she is. Okay. That's May. Her name is May. I'm not going to do this as like a full playthrough or anything. I'm pretty familiar with these games. But she went upstairs. Oh, I'm supposed to be catching Pokemon, blah, 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 you know. Whatever. Now we have to go up to the route. And let's go see what's happening. So that's Professor Birch. He's being chased by Zigzagoon, which is funny. So we're just going to go through this. I'm not going to optimize anything. We're just going to live with whatever we get. We can always fix it later. If our Torchic sucks, that's fine. I will be looking at its stats just to kind of get an idea of where we're at. I'm not an expert in Pokemon. Oh, that's bad. 19 health is not good. What is our nature? We're hasty. It's not the worst. I think that's plus on start, on speed, so I'm not upset about that. It's fine. We just have to kill the Zigzagoon and then we're good. We can progress through the rest of the game. Our Torchic is also male, which kind of sucks too, because if it's a female, then you can breed it and make more Torchics, but since it's male and there's no other way to get a Torchic right now, we're gonna have to just stick with this Torchic. That's okay. And now we get the Torchic. And let's give it a name. I'm thinking of a name. I'm gonna name him Ulrich. Yeah. Ulrich's an interesting name. Yes, I do think it'd be a good idea to see May. Oh, and also this is the Pokemon Lab. This is where Professor Birch works. It's still in Little Root Town, it's just down here. Yeah. But we gotta go see May. So let's go see May, yeah? So going up here, we are in Route 101. And you can walk through the grass, and occasionally when you walk in the grass, you will encounter wild Pokemon. So, Wurmple. We can't catch any Pokemon yet. At this point I would typically start catching Pokemon, but we can't catch any. So I'm not going to bother. It's okay. We are, however, going to kill it, just because I think it might be nice for us to be level 6. Judging how our Torchic isn't the best, it's not guaranteed that we beat the rival fight, and that would kind of suck to lose it. The rival fight, we have to go fight May. So, you'll notice I'm not taking an optimal route or anything, for those who have played the game multiple times before. I don't really care. This isn't a speedrun. Oh, nice. Now we're level 6. This basically guarantees that we'll beat the rival fight. Yeah. Now we have a normal level of HP, defense, and attack that you would expect. I don't know what our IVs are on our Torchic so far, and I do think that would be worth checking. So I'll pull up Sidepokes IV calculator. Hello. I will keep this pinned to my bookmarks now that I need to use it. Torchic. IVs, yeah, okay. Nice. Torchic is level 6. Check out its stats. I went to the Pokemon Center because our Torchic was kind of low on HP, and at least not high enough for us to guarantee that we win the rival fight. We haven't gotten enough EVs for it to matter yet. EVs are effort values. You get certain EVs when you kill certain Pokemon, and our nature's hasty. Submit. We have pretty bad IVs. Wow. All of those IVs really suck. So we're gonna need to work extra hard. IVs are, I don't know what they stand for, to be honest. Something value, maybe individual values. I don't really know. They're hidden stats that Pokemon have. You can't see them directly, but you can calculate them based on, if you know things about your Pokemon. They can be from 0 to 31. All my IVs are pretty sucky. They're all pretty... At least the ones I care about are much lower than I would want them to be, except for speed, which is good. Speed is good, but the rest of them kind of suck. So that just means our stats are going to be a little bit lower than maybe we would like. That's okay, not a big deal or anything. It just kind of sucks. Yeah. But whatever. We have a level advantage on Mudkip. Hopefully the Mudkip doesn't have crazy IVs. We move faster than it, so I'm hoping we don't get criticaled. Here, you can see we're not really dealing that much damage to it. About the same that's dealing to us. I'm hoping... Oh, that's bad. Okay, we're good. Nice. Yeah, so if we didn't level up there, I don't know for sure, but there's a small chance, even though we were faster, that our Torchic would have just died. Whatever, it's fine. If the Mudkip crit us anyways, I think we might have just died anyways. But we beat it, which makes our job a little bit easier. Means we don't have to go back to the frickin' Pokemon Center and deal with that BS. Oh yeah, Oldale Town is the small town directly north of Little Root. It's not really significant in any way. There's nothing here except a mart and a Pokemon Center. It's just a small little starter town. Very easy, simple introduction into the game. I do like the Little Root theme. Okay. So we beat May. And we get the Pokedex. This is, of course, our central focal point for this entire speedrun. Or not speedrun, fucking Pokedex run. So it's gonna be very helpful for us. Pokeballs Pokeballs are very helpful for us because we are going to be catching a lot of Pokemon. I'm gonna try to catch as many Pokemon as I can per route, just so we have them. So that makes life a lot easier. In some ways it makes life a lot easier. It's just a lot easier for me to say, hey, I caught these Pokemon in this route. And I don't have to, before I start one-shotting the really low-level Pokemon, it's a lot easier for me to just catch them here and now, so we're gonna do our best to catch as many Pokemon as we can. For some Pokemon, like, Seedot's not really a regional exclusive. You can get an Emerald, but I'm not gonna waste the time and running around on Route 102 for the 1% encounter. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. So we're gonna go to the Pokemon Center first thing, actually. I didn't realize. I forgot that they don't heal you. after the rival battle. That kind of blows. At some point, I'd like to do an Emerald Kaizo run too, just to try it out. Obviously that's a pretty fucking big undertaking, but I think it'd be fun. Okay, so let's just take a look at this and figure something out here. Yeah, let's fight some Pokemon and catch them hopefully. The Poochyena evolves into something. It kind of sucks. One second. Okay. We're gonna catch this Wurmple. I forgot. How does... Hold up. Wurmple evolution. I don't have to waste my time on this. I think we should catch this first try. Okay, yeah, so it is random. Yeah, Wurmple evolves into... It can evolve into 2 different Pokemon. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, dude. Because I can't attack you again or else I fucking kill you. Please just get in the goddamn Pokeball, man. If you don't get in here, I'm just gonna kill you. Okay, good. You heard me. Wurmple is not gonna be a staple member of our team, so I'm not giving it a name. There's 3 different Pokemon we can encounter here on Route 101. It's Poochyena, Zigzagoon, and Wurmple. Zigzagoon is the least common out of all of them. I think Poochyena is technically the most common. Try to catch it. If we run out of Pokeballs, we're just gonna go progress in the game and get more later. We'll be able to go back and... Oh my fucking god, dude. It must be like a 70% to catch this thing, right? Because it's super low leveled. It's actually pretty low HP too. It's not like crazy low, you know. The Pokemon catch curve, chance curve, is based on HP is exponential, so... Alright, well... we can name the Poochyena. This can be a member of our team. Mightyena has a pretty useful ability sometimes. So I'm gonna name you Miranda. You're a woman. Miranda's a pretty good name for a Mightyena. We're gonna keep running here until we get a yeah, I'm not going to waste my time on another Wurmple. So we can catch him in Petalburg Woods anyways, so we can catch Silcoon and Cascoon. I gotta evolve the Wurmple. It evolves to level 7. And it has a random personality value. Every Pokemon has this, but Wurmple either evolves into Silcoon or Cascoon depending on its personality value. And you can't see it, so I don't know what it is. Just waiting for a Zigzagoon, honestly. So we're just gonna keep running here. Oh, I have to run fucking running shoes. What am I doing? I don't know, I was walking everywhere. Another thing I didn't mention is I'm gonna be playing through this game, every single one of these games, without fast forward. So it's gonna be really infuriating. Because there's a lot of very grindy elements to this game, and I'm not going to be able to save any time on it. I'm hoping it uses Growl on me so I can attack it again. But, actually, it doesn't matter because that's my last Pokeball. Please. Please. Fuck you, man. Alright. Oh, dude, you need to go. Alright. We're just gonna kill you now. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for saving the time, game. Good critical hit. Alright. I think this guy gives us a potion. That's a Pokemon Mart fucking tutorial. It's whatever. let's just buy some potions. Or, fucking Pokeballs. Yep. Okay. Oh, pretty about well, yeah, I did that on purpose, didn't I? Yeah, this one, a couple would be helpful for now, just for some of the fights. A couple of these would be helpful. Maybe one of these. We'll progress to the point with these items until the heal items, you know, like the status condition shit, until we can get lava cookies, and then we'll buy like a good amount of those, and then we'll probably just use full heals from that point on. I'm not really sure. The antidote, paralyze, heal, awakening, all those items, they fix status conditions. You're not going to be able, you won't see any until later, because none of these, since they're starter Pokemon, they don't, you know, give you status conditions. But later, especially once we start encountering, we'll see for sure in the Electric Gym, and we can use them then. But for now, I really just want to catch a fucking Zigzagoon. I'm gonna save the Premier Balls. They don't have a higher catch multiplier than Pokeballs. I just like them. They're a little, you know, a little more scarce. Alright, there we go, we got this guy. We will be keeping the Zigzagoon in our party, because it has this cool ability called Pickup. So we gotta name him now. We'll do, name him Lewis. Alright, Lewis. Let's heal up, and then we're gonna go progress. The reason why we're keeping Zigzagoon in our party is because he has an ability called Pickup. What Pickup does is, when you're walking around, the Pokemon that has Pickup will pick up random items. And those items depend on the, you know, RNG as well as their level. So we'll be able to accumulate some items just from kind of existing with our Zigzagoon. So it's good to have him in the party. It's also, Zigzagoon is also extremely useful because it can learn a lot of hidden machines, or HMs. Those are specific types of moves that you use in relation to the map to get around. So, for instance, to get on to go and surf on water, and there's a lot of water in Hoenn, as you'll learn very quickly. Well, maybe not very quickly, but later. There's a ton of water in Hoenn, and you need Surf to get around. Well, Zigzagoon can learn Surf, and it can also learn Rock Smash, Strength, and a plethora of other moves, which are extremely helpful. We won't need, we don't need Zigzagoon to learn Strength, I don't think, because I think our future Blaziken will have us covered there. I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna, what our final, or like best party is gonna look like, but, you know, we'll figure that out, I guess. And for now, we're just kind of going to progress through the game. Everything is a bit easier once you have Pokemon that, you know, can kind of do things for you, so we're not going to worry about it too much right now. I think level 8 is a good place to be for my Torchic to catch most of these Pokemon, because he won't just... oh, actually... oh, okay, well, level 9, I guess we'll find out if he one-shots them. Our bad IVs are going to help us in this instance. So I guess we'll find out. We're going to try to catch Pokemon before we level up too fast. There's a few new Pokemon in this route. The ones I'm looking for are Lotad and Roltz. I don't think there's any others I care about right now. C-Dot. C-Dot's a 1% chance. It would be hilarious if we got a C-Dot. Because it's a 1% chance, and it's like... so it's unreasonably rare. I'm probably just going to save that for Ruby, and I think Sapphire might also have C-Dots. Not entirely sure. But we're mostly looking for Lotad and Roltz right now. Roltz is a 4 or 5% chance. Lotad is actually pretty common, so I'm surprised we haven't gotten one yet. Kind of interesting. As you can tell, this is going to be an extremely infuriating process. We only have to do this about 200 more times for each individual Pokemon that we have to catch. Here's a Lotad. Alright. Let's find out if we one-shot a Lotad. It doesn't know Growl. Okay, we don't. This is good. It's good for us. Let's catch a Lotad. Lotad evolves into Lombre and the Ludicolo. Ludicolo's a pretty decent Pokemon. It's not great, but you can use it. It's just fine. So grass and water type, so you have a couple options there. It's a bit more useful for the water thing than the grass thing usually, but I think it's fine. I'm gonna be named Ludacris with a K. How about that? It's a creative name. We might use Ludicolo at some point. I kind of doubt it, but I guess we'll find out. A little berry patch up here. Since we're going to be playing on this file for a very long time, I'm going to collect them. I'll collect every single berry patch I can find, just so that we have everything that would be in a normal run through of the game. So we don't have to, if we need a specific berry, that way we don't have to fucking kill ourselves later to get it, or start a new file or something ridiculous. We're just gonna fight this this here youngster Ben. It kind of, is it youngster Ben? Not entirely sure. It really sucks that the Zigzagoon used Growl twice there. I don't like that. I think he has a tail out next. I think I can just kill it. Tailow's fast, but Ulrich is faster. Okay, yeah, Ulrich. I'm gonna call him Ulrich. I know a guy who has this name who goes by Ulrich, and I don't think that's normal. So I'm gonna call him Ulrich. I'm not really sure. Ulrich sounds like a German name. It's kind of interesting. We don't want to fight this last on 13 HP. Oh my god. Hey, there it is. Wow. I guess I have to catch it. Great thing is, C-Dot is... We have no risk of dying to this thing. Even if it takes 9 balls, I'm gonna catch this thing, because this is really cool. Wow. That's insane. That's a 1% chance. Yeah, I'm gonna name you, Shayla. We're gonna try to find this Ralts. Ralts doesn't threaten us at all, so it doesn't matter that we're low HP. I just kind of want to find it, because I'm just that kind of person. We don't want to fight this last. She has a Shroomish, and that's really annoying before we have Ember. Oh, there we are. Okay. Hoping I don't crit this thing. That would kind of suck. I guess I can... Well, I might as well just attack it, because if I crit it, it dies instantly anyways. There we go. Yeah, Ralts doesn't know a single move other than Growl. It's one of the better Psychic types to use. It's a bit less squishy than, like, the Abra line. So it's probably fine for me to... I could definitely use it. Let me look up Ralts Pokemon DB. I guess I'm just looking for, like, Kirlia and Gardevoir. Yeah, Kirlia's okay. Gardevoir is significantly better. If you want a Psychic type, you definitely want it to be a Gardevoir. Alright. Are you a male? Yeah. Your name is Gary now. We gotta make sure we don't name any Pokemon duplicate names. We're gonna start running out of names pretty quickly. For every Pokemon that I catch, I'm gonna name, like, that I anticipate on using in my party, I'm gonna use it. Or I'm gonna name it. Like, any Pokemon that could be useful in any way, I'm gonna name it. I didn't name the Wurmple because it's really useless. But Ralts could be very helpful, especially later. So I'm gonna replace Wurmple with Gary over here. I also don't really anticipate using the C-Dot, so we're gonna put Shayla away. At least not right now. Any Pokemon that I care about in any particular way, I'll take the time for them. So as you can see, Lewis has given us an Ultra Ball. That's... I think that's rare. He's like level 2. Alright, that's cool. Let's go do the Wally tutorial. So this is our dad. He's the Pokemon Gym leader here in Petalburg. His name is Norman, if you care. I guess we'll fight him later. But yeah, he's just our dad right now, so... So Wally came in. He's this frail dude from Verdanturf. Or no, he lives in here. He lives in Pelberg. He's this relatively frail boy, and he really wants a Pokemon. He's going to go visit his relatives in Verdanturf, and he would like to defend himself. So he's going to get a Pokemon. What Pokemon will he find? It's not random. We know what it is. It's a Ralts. I find it hilarious that he gets a Ralts, because Ralts is one of the only Pokemon in the game that, you know, in its base level does not have an attack. It only knows Growl. So if the Ralts only knows Growl, how... If this is his only Pokemon, how the hell is he gonna level it up? Because you can't beat any Pokemon, you know? Like, it only knows Growl. Growl is not an attacking move, it just reduces their attack. It doesn't deal any damage whatsoever, so it can't make a Pokemon faint. It is almost impossible to die to a Ralts. So, I don't know. It is, it's possible for him to exhaust all the PP on his Ralts and force it to use Struggle, which is an attacking move. That's the move that you use when you're out of power, or, you know, points for all your moves. It does deal damage, but who would he battle? I guess maybe he could battle another Pokemon? I'm not really sure, to be honest. But I'm not really sure. That question's never really answered. All we know is he does end up leveling up the Ralts, and we'll fight him a couple times throughout the playthrough. I'm hoping we gain enough XP off the Zigzagoon such that... oh, wow. Such that we can learn Ember. That would be awfully nice. If we can't... oh, there we go, we will. Nice. That's very good. Alright, now we know Ember, which means we can defeat the Shroomish without too much bullshit. I'm hoping... I don't think it knows... oh, god damn it. That wasn't good. Yeah, it only knows Absorb, and Absorb is a really shit move against a Torchic, so... I did not mean to use Focus Energy there. I think usually my Fire-type move is there. Wow, 2 crits in a row. Okay. That's... well, I guess I used the Focus Energy, so it actually increased our chance there. Oh, I guess there is an item down here. We'll get the item. I forgot what it is. It's a potion. That's useful. At least a little bit. I don't know how useful it's going to be. We've mostly been using Pokemon Centers to re-up ourselves so far, so... maybe in Pelberg Woods. Might be nice. I don't really anticipate dying at all. Until maybe later, but I'm pretty good at not dying usually, so... it's just a regular playthrough of Emerald. I shouldn't have too much trouble until, like, Gym 7, but I think I'll be planning for that. And since this is kind of a streamed playthrough, I'll have time to prepare for it. I don't know. I am tempted to kind of just speedrun through the whole damn game and just, you know, like... you know, just do it as fast as I can, but with Blaziken, there are a few roadblocks that you'll run into, so I don't know how easy that's going to be. Like I said, I guess we'll find out. But from now on, Ember is our move to use. Our special attack is a little bit higher than our attack, 1, and 2, it's a Fire-type move, and Torchic is a Fire-type Pokemon, which means we get the same type attack bonus, also known as Stab. I'm going to be using the term Stab a lot. Stab means that the attack, if the attack gets stabbed, it's 50% more powerful, which is kind of cool. We get a lot of XP from that C-Dot. I did not realize that. Wow. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so let me just kind of flick through this real quick. So Scratch has 40 power. This is a normal type move, which means it's physical. Ember is also a 40 power move. However, since it's fire type, it's special. So as you can see, we have attack and we have special attack. Our special attack is slightly higher than our attack, which means special moves are usually better. This is dependent on the other Pokemon's defense stats, but I'm not usually worried about that because I don't know them offhand. But the point is, it's a fire-type move, which means this attack is effectively 60 power, so it's usually 50% more powerful than our other move. I'm not going to battle that guy, there's no point. We are, however, going to collect the berries. Go through the bushes up here just so we can get a morel. That's the other new Pokemon that's in this route, I think. Maybe, it might be Wingull too, I'm not entirely sure. You know, we'll battle you first. I think we're gonna get through the first gym and then I'll stop for the night, make myself a cup of tea, and go to bed, because I would like to go to the gym in the morning, and that's unlucky. I'm glad I didn't get the Zigzagoon down to like red HP, because then this lady would have used a full restore. She has a lot of money. We got $1,400 from her. I'm just gonna get the Morel. Petalburg Woods is not an issue to get through. That's the route we're about to enter. It's mostly bug-type trainers. There is an Aqua Grunt. He's a higher level Poochyena, but it's not an issue at all. I just want the Morel. Morel is a water-type Pokemon. It's kind of like a Pikachu, except blue, and less useful. It is tanky. That's kind of its thing. It's a mini tank, but mini. It doesn't have any other good qualities about it, especially in this version. It's a decent enough Pokemon that you can kind of use it throughout, you know, if you really need the water type, but there's so many other better water types that I'm not really anticipating using it much in my party, if at all. Obviously I'll want to evolve it, like I will almost all these Pokemon, but I just kind of want to catch it, so. Oh. I did not know you could find Taillow on this route. This is really helpful. I don't know if Taillow knows Growl. Let me look this up. Because I want to say I'll one-shot it here. And I don't really want to one-shot it. It does know Growl. Okay, so we're just going to spam Growl so it doesn't kill us. It knows Focus Energy, it knows Peck, and it knows Growl. I want it to use Growl here. Peck won't kill us even if it crits here, so I'm not scared of that. I just really want it to use Growl because that'll decrease our attack and we will be able to not insta-kill it, hopefully. If it uses it once, I'm good with that. I also don't have to get the Taillow here. There's another route where there's slightly higher level Taillow. Oh, there we go. Okay. We'll use Growl here. If it attacks us and it crits, we'll use a potion. So I feel stupid, because I definitely wasn't gonna kill it, even if I attacked it first, so my Ulrich is kind of underpowered. I'm slowly realizing this. Please don't crit. Okay, I'm gonna use a potion just so this isn't a pain in the ass. Yeah, crit would have killed us there. Taillow, I don't know if they have a higher catch multiplier. I am curious. So far, we've very rarely caught Pokemon on the first try, which really sucks. We are gonna name you. We're just gonna name you, we're gonna name you Sammy, with an I. That's a good name. We are gonna be using the Taillow, quite a bit, so we'll be able to look forward to that. We're just gonna battle every trainer we see, because, well, not every trainer we see, but most of the trainers, because it's a lot easier to take care of them now than to run back into them later. Because I'll probably have to run through Petalburg at least one more time after this whole thing. And it would be a lot easier if I didn't have to deal with dodging trainers. If I was speedrunning, I would just dodge the trainers, but I'm not, and I don't really want to dedicate my energy towards that. I'm not good enough at the game to do it reliably, so it's just way less of a pain in the ass to do it. And also I get XP off of it, which will help me beat the first gym later. I think usually you can get through to the first gym I don't know if you definitely can't beat the first gym with Torchic at like level 10 or anything. I want to evolve into a Kabuskin. Kabuskin is fire fighting, so we get a dual type. The other starters, Mudkip gets a dual type water ground when it evolves first thing. Trico does not. It just stays grass type throughout. Wow, you can find Taillow a lot of places. Okay, I did not realize this. I am really curious about my Taillow stats now. It's Brave. I think that's a good thing. I need to look up the natures to be sure. I don't have them memorized. I probably should. I definitely will by the end of this. 8, 10. I'm looking up its IVs right now. Okay, yeah, this is good enough. I don't need to catch you. And its attack being 1.1 is really, really good. I don't like that its speed is lower, but if it evolves into a Swallow, that probably won't be a big issue. What's my health on my... No, it's level 12, it'll be fine. Okay. So, Devon Researcher. Devon is a company in this game. They do some useful stuff. I think they're the ones that make all the Pokeballs in lore. And they make some useful Pokeballs later too, and I will need them for sure. Like the Timer Balls specifically are the best balls for catching legendaries later, so we'll be using those a lot. So this will not be the last time we'll see Devon Corporation. Also, this is Team Aqua. I didn't mention that. There are 2 evil teams in this game. I think that's a little unique. It's definitely unique for this era. Before, in Gen 1 and 2, this Gens 1 and 2, there was just Team Rocket, I think. Team Aqua, I'm skipping through all the dialogue, sorry. Team Aqua is, they're dedicated to causing a calamity to basically flood the entirety of the continent. Or I guess the island in this case. Don't ask me why, I'm not really sure. I guess they just really like water. Team Magma, who we'll see later. In Emerald, you get to battle both teams. In Ruby and Sapphire, it's only one or the other. But in Emerald, it's both. Team Magma is the other team. They were red, and their goal is to make more land. So both teams are very focused on these calamities, basically causing these massive catastrophic events to either flood the entire world or make the entire world rock. It's kind of weird if you ask me. I don't see why anyone would want that, but I guess if you're radicalized, you can believe a lot of silly things. So that's what their goals are. Yeah, you'll notice the bug catcher gave us 96. You know, the fucking elementary school child, and the refined lady who has his Zigzagoon gave us like $1,400. So there's levels to this shit. We're gonna collect the berries. We're also gonna grab the Whalmer Pale while we're here. I'm probably going to plant some of the orange berries, just because we'll be here tomorrow, so we'll get to... I don't know the berry cycles memorized offhand. Oh, hello. I guess we didn't. Well, I'm hoping to run to a Morel eventually. This is kind of the last patch of grass we can go to here before we stop being able to catch Morel. At least, you know, like, it's the last patch of grass on this route, and I would like to get a Morel. But if it doesn't want me to, I guess there's nothing I can do about it. I'm gonna look up the Bullet Garden Route 104. I think there's multiple Route 104. It's Hoenn Route, yeah, whatever. What are the chances for Pokemon? Yeah, it's... that's so weird. Marill and Emerald is a 20% chance, and we've definitely gotten more than 5 encounters. Have we? Maybe. I think we have. Well, it's a Wingull, so that's kind of helpful for us. We're going to attack it, because I don't think we one-shot it just yet. Yeah, this is good. Wingull is a decent Pokemon. It evolves into Pelipper. It's a water-flying Pokemon, which means it has a type advantage against my Torchic. It also knows Water Gun, so it can actually deal pretty okay damage. So it's good that I caught it first try. It's not like it was going to kill us. You know, we have potions, but it's nice that we were able to catch a first try. I always like that. Count my blessings. Yeah, I'm gonna Penelope. Hello. Yeah, it's funny, we found a Taillow and a Wingull before we found a Morel, which is not great luck. In fact, it's kind of sucky. There we are. Here's a Morel. You can see it has that weird tail thing like Pikachu does, except it looks dumber. I think we can attack it one more time with that defense curl. Yeah. Morel doesn't know very many moves. I think right now it just knows Tackle. Eventually it'll learn Rollout. Will become a little more dangerous, but not by that much. It's not like Miltank and you know, in Gen 2 playthroughs where the Rollout kind of just kills you no matter what because it's too tanky. Morel is really not an issue for us right now, so we're gonna name you something. You're a male. I'm gonna name you Azir. That's a cool name. I like the name Azir. We could have named you like Azus or something, I guess, or Aziz, but I don't really care. Let's look at what we got here. So yeah, Gary's a good option for the double battle. He knows Growl, and that's good enough. I don't anticipate he's gonna die to anything. As long as I kill the Lotad first, it should be fine. I'm looking at my party because there's a double battle coming up, which means that I'll be forced to send out 2 different Pokemon. So Gary being the Pokemon that we'll send out is good. One, we want to level him up. Tailow's probably better in some ways, but I don't have to care about that right now. We'll level up the Taillow later, have him feed on Wingull and shit. He has a good nature, so it should be pretty easy. So Lotad is a water type, however it's also a grass type, which means that our Ember deals good damage to it. It's just normal effectiveness, so... And it's a Shroomish. I think the Shroomish is high enough level to know Poison Powder or something. If we don't insta-kill it, we do insta-kill it. Good. I like that. Man, I really need to know this. Hold up. Nature charts Pokemon. Because... So we're going to copy this image, paste it into... Actually, no, that's too much effort. I'm just going to put this in a separate window over here and use this. I'm going to put Psypoke down here. Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. Where the hell did Psypoke go? Hello. Alright, you're down here now. Alright, cool. Alright, nice. Can't access that yet. Let's go beat the twins. I'm not going to fight the Magikarp, the fisherman. You noticed I was about to battle him, and then I was like, no, there's no point. They just have Magikarp. Maybe later I can, but there's really no point. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to. I think it's fine. Growl is nice in double battles, because it reduces both attack stats of, you know, both Pokemon versus one, which is kind of nice. It does take a while to progress. It's fine though. Just killed the Lotad. The C-Dot is gonna say it's storing energy. It's fine. I don't really care. If we don't attack it, it doesn't deal damage with Bide, and I doubt it would kill anything right now anyways. I think I one-shot it. Okay, nice. Yeah, we're chilling. I just didn't want the Lotad to spam Astonish on Gary and kill him, and he didn't, so it's fine. In fact, Lotad didn't deal any damage at all, which is nice. I think Ralts learns Confusion at level 6. That is when we can start using it as an actual Pokemon. Right now, it's kind of a bot. Oh, I forgot to get the Wilmer Pail. I'll get that on my way to when I'm walking down from Rustboro. I really don't need to right now. Alright, she gives me a Chesto Berry. Chesto Berries are nice sometimes when you know that he's going to try to put you to sleep. I don't know when I'm going to be using that, but it might be nice. I'm going to click this item up here. I forgot what it is. I think it's just an X item, but it might be helpful to use against Roxanne. No, it isn't. Okay, whatever. If we want to use anything, it would be an X attack. So we might purchase one and just give our Torchic berry for the fight, just to make it easier. I guess he'll be a Combuskin at that point. We'll give Ulrich something. That'll be good. So let's go and grab some items here. We need more Pokeballs. I'll buy like 10 more. I think there's a shortcut to add 10. I forgot what it is. Grab a couple super potions. Might need that at some point. And max attack. Max attack is it's a battle item. You might have been able to read it there. It increases the attack stat or whatever stat for the item. There's an X defend. There's a few other things. We'll grab the quick claw here as well. We just talked to this teacher guy, and he'll be like, "Well, students who don't study, you get the taste of my quick claw." It's a really nice item actually, because sometimes it makes your Pokemon move first, and that is awfully nice. It gets good usage. There's also a couple people here that I don't think we need to trade with them. I forgot, honestly. I think Cutter's house is over here. We'll grab the Cut TM too. Yeah, here's Cutter's house. Wow. Oh, I wonder what he has. That determined expression. Blah blah blah. You're obviously a skilled trainer. Have this DVD. Thanks, man. HM01. So this is our first machine. It's HM, or HM for short. When it's cut. So we can basically, what this means is it's a move. So this is machines, M's, so TMs and HMs, are moves. They're mechanisms to teach moves to Pokemon. So we can teach Cut to a Pokemon right now. It's actually a pretty decent move. We're going to teach it to Lewis, because he's the only one that we can give it to right now other than Torchic, but I'm not giving it to Torchic, so that's a waste of the move. The problem with HMs is that you can't, unlike, and you'll see it when we level up Ulrich again, you can only have 4 moves on a Pokemon at once. Wait, who do I have to talk to again? I think I have to beat the gym, yeah. I have to beat the fucking gym, that kind of sucks. We'll catch some more Pokemon up here and train a little bit. There might be I don't know if there's a trainer we can battle on this route. I think if I talk to this one over here, there's no one over here, whatever. Maybe another super potion, that's kind of nice. Oh, I can't even access the grass on here, can I? It might have been a mistake to walk up here, because I think this means that we can't get blackberries anymore. Oops. I'm sure it's fine. We have a repel. I might know. We'll be using a lot of repels. Save time. Later. We'll probably use one pretty quickly just to advance the Cut of the Woods a little bit faster. But, we have to walk back and... oh my god. This is the main route that we're going to be training Ulrich on. I'm calling him Ulrich. Maybe I'll just call him Ulrich. Whatever. We're just going to call him Ulrich. I'm used to that. Ulrich is a lot cooler, but I've been so used to fucking calling this guy Ulrich that now that's all I can call him. So we're just going to call him that. We're going to catch the Nincada. This is when Pokemon had cool names. That kind of meant something that's a bit more obvious. I think Pokemon now still have names that make a lot of sense, but they've gotten kind of creative lately. Like Tapu Lele, what the hell does that mean? I don't know, I couldn't tell you. Nincada is just a portmanteau of Ninja and Cicada. We'll turn to a Ninjask later, so we'll name her, sorry, Nikki. There's a lot of Pokemon on this route that we can catch. Abra's a big one. I don't see the need to catch an Abra right now. It's more of a pain in the ass than anything else. I'd rather get it when I have main luck or something. We will, however, battle the trainers that we can on this route. I'm hesitant to battle the Geodude because my attack stat kind of sucks and my high Vs can't really make it up. So we're not going to do that. There's a trainer down there with a Geodude. I don't really want to battle him right now. We're going to battle him when Ulrich lives at level 16 and he becomes a Combuskin. Because then he'll learn Double Kick and we can start flying through the game. We'll also learn Peck, but I kind of want to use the tail out for that, for the flying type coverage. At least for right now. There's useful things we can do with the healers later. Here's a match top. Match top is this is not a very challenging battle, but yeah, definitely not a challenging battle. We'll come out of this with 0 damage, but Machop is a fighting type Pokemon. We can't catch him right now. I forgot where we catch Machops. I think it's in a cave somewhere. I think it's on the Burning Path or something. I'm not entirely positive on that, but it's fighting type. We'll run into plenty of those with when we battle the gym, Brawly's gym. We're just gonna clear the trainers that we can on this route. Find the Pokemon that we can. I forgot exactly what Pokemon. I forgot what route this is. Route 111, I think that's what it is. No, it's not. Okay, I'll figure this out in a second. Connecting route. That's not the one. Mauville City. It's east to Route 117. Yeah, that's not the route. Where's Verdant Turf Town? Sorry, I'm kind of navigating this by hand right now. Route 116, here we are. So what Pokemon can we find here? We can find Skitty. This is the place to find a Skitty, so we should probably do that. But we don't have to do that right now. We can just kind of focus on battling the trainers and leveling up. Skitty's a 2% chance. I think this is the only place. I almost ran to the hiker there. This is the only place where you can find a Skitty. So we'll need to do that eventually, but we'll be coming back to this route, so I'm not too concerned about it right now. I'm hoping we just find it. Maybe we can get some good luck with the C-Dot, like we did with C-Dot. But it's not guaranteed, of course. We're just going to level up to 16, kill this youngster Johnson, because he has Pokemon that we can kill more easily. The hiker has Geodudes. Hikers are usually rock type and, like trainers that have Pokemon of the routes that they're around, so he'll have a Geodude. It's a bit harder to kill a Geodude, so I'm not going to do that. We're just going to advance. Once we come back to this route, we'll also get the Whismur. Whismur are pretty common, actually. I anticipate running into one, but if we don't, Rusturf Tunnel, which is to our east, we're not going to go there right now, but we will probably in about 6 minutes or so. They only have Whismur, so we'll be able to catch one there. And another Taylor. I anticipate we'll just be able to run back after killing his Pokemon. We'll be high enough level to... This might level us up, actually. No, it's okay. I don't know if you've noticed, wild Pokemon give less XP than trainer Pokemon. Oh, that's what Taylor is, that's cool. So battling wild Pokemon is much less effective than battling trainers, if you want to level up. But we should level up to 16 here, and it'll ask us, so you want to learn Peck? Yeah, I'd like to learn Peck. It's a bit more useful than Growl here for our purposes. We're just trying to advance through the game as fast as possible. Peck will not be in our final moveset or anything. It's a fairly weak move, but you'll see what we get here. We get... Well, no, I'll just let you watch. Ta-da! We cry. We get a Combustion. He has feet. Double Kick is a fighting type move. This is exactly what we need. I'm not going to battle the hiker. We'll have to do that eventually. I'd rather just run back right now. We'll run to one more Pokemon, and we should be able to battle the gym in Whisper. We will want to... we don't really have to heal up. I think we'll be fine. Well, actually, no, we should heal up. I'll just use the Pokemon Center. It's a bit easier than dying to Roxanne. Or rather using a potion. Well, okay, it's not easier, but we might as well. You know. We've caught every single Pokemon that we can so far, other than Whismur and Skitty. We'll come back to get those, like I mentioned earlier. I'm just kind of talking to save, to spend time, so... We do want to level up a little bit before we battle Roxanne. I'm hoping that we just one-shot the Geodudes here. With our bad IVs, that might not happen, but we also... The thing is, like, we don't have a terrible nature or anything. What's our nature? I forgot what our nature is. It might be... What is our nature, actually? Is it... Oh, oops. Also, Lewis has an item. We are hasty, which means we get minus defense. So... That kind of sucks, but it's not that big of a deal. The worst defense, it's a good nature. It's one of the better natures for our Ulrich to have, because it actually increases a stat that's useful, like speed. If it increased like defense or special defense or something, that would really suck, because that's not really what, you know, Torchic, Combuskin, Blaziken is useful for. But we get plus speed, and we get minus minus defense, which is fine. It's probably the best nature that we could have asked for in this instance. You know, it's the best plus speed nature that we could have asked for. Even if our defense is a little bit smaller, our plus speed might give us an edge in certain cases, making us move faster. So honestly, I probably don't need to use a Quick Claw the entirety of this run. I might consider it, and actually, no, yeah, there's no reason for us to use Quick Claw, is there? Maybe, I guess we'll find out. We should be able to clear all these trainers without taking damage. And then what I'll do is I'll give Ulrich an Orange Berry, so that he heals up and we don't have to use a healing item instantly. That'll help us a little bit. We will be level 17 too, which will be kind of helpful, because that means we'll be able to kill the things harder. Do we have 2 Geodude? Yeah, we do. Okay, that's fine. This isn't a challenge run, so we're playing on shift. That's just, you know, it's just better for us. Helps us get through the battles without dying, because I'm not the best Pokemon player in the world. I do believe it saves us time in the long term. Maybe we can change it, you know, when I don't anticipate we need it, but right now it's fine. So first of all, let's grab whatever Lewis got us. Got an escape rope, that's pretty good. So we're gonna give Combuskin an Orange Berry. That'll help heal us up a little bit. We don't really have any other berries we can use, right? Well, okay, we have plenty of berries, but the only berry that's useful here is the Orange Berry. Because I don't think Roxanne applies any status conditions. She will apply minus speed when Nosepass uses Rock Tomb. But we should be able to stomp through the first 2 Geodudes. Maybe she'll send out the Nosepass instantly. I'm not entirely sure how the AI works. She has 2 Geodudes and 1 Nosepass. It's a very easy battle. Okay, yeah, she sends out second Geodude, that's fine. That might... I don't know if that levels us up or not. I think it takes us right to the edge. I wasn't really paying attention to how much the XP bar moved. Let's find out. Oh, yeah, it takes us right to the edge. That's fine. Oh, you know what? I probably should have used the X attack there, but I think it's fine. Yeah, I think it's fine. She does have a Super Potion. I don't anticipate we're going to be one-shotting the Nosepass here. Oh, yeah, we're totally fine. Unless... Yeah, and we move faster anyways right now. Oh, do we kill it? Nice! Alright, that was the move. Nice. Usually you don't one-shot the Nosepass, but I guess since I used the X attack and I'm level 17, it did one-shot it, so that's awfully nice. So the stat modifiers and stuff like that, I'm not 100% how they work. Let me look it up. Stat modifiers Pokemon. So stat modifier. Yeah, so Gen 3 plus. Okay, so here it is. That makes the X attack is super OP, and you know, stat modifiers in general are super OP because they increase one stage of it, increases our attack stat by 50%. And we got Rock Tomb there. I don't think we'll need to use that at all. Definitely not to complete the game. Maybe it might be nice later. I don't know. Alright, now we can progress through the story. The Aquagron is back. Somehow he broke into Devon Corporation and he stole this guy's goods. I think. Wait, no. Yeah, Devon goods. Okay. So I'm not going to use a repel here because running into a Pokemon might be nice for us. I am going to need a Skitty before we progress further in the game. I also know I said I was going to complete the first gym and stop, but this is kind of fun, so I'm going to keep on going. And Skitty is also going to take a crazy amount of encounters to get. I could leave it for later, but I kind of wanted to advance through each route by catching every single Pokemon, so that's what we're going to try to do. I think it's just good practice, and if we stop the practice this early in the run, I might not restart it later, and I like to finish things that I start. We just have to battle these two hikers. Oh, you saw this earlier, but double kick is great. One, because it's a fighting type move and it's super effective against rock types, but two, because it hits twice. So it hits twice for 30 power each. So it's really a 60 power move, but because it hits twice, it'll help us specifically against certain Pokemon. I think we'll definitely run into a situation where it's helpful later. Hello. Here's Mr. Briny. He has a bird. He has a Wingull. The Wingull's name is Pico. The Team Aquagrunt just ran into this cave. And here's our Whismur. So I'm pretty sure we one-shot the Whismur. There's no way for me to... I guess there are Whismur later that we can catch. It might be better for me to catch this Whismur, but I'm going to catch it now. I'm hoping this goes nice. Alright. We got the Whismur. It is a female, so we're going to rename you to something female-y. Eliza. Eliza's a good name. We'll save a more refined version of an E name for another case. Hey, we got the Pokeball back. That's nice. Come and get some done. Yeah, I'm gonna kill you, dude. It's the same guy, by the way. It's the same guy who was in Petalwork Woods that has now stolen this guy's shit. So he has pretty much the same Poochyena. It's a little bit higher level, but it's gonna get one shot. Poochyena is a dark type, which is also weak to fighting for some reason. I couldn't really tell you why, it just is. So yeah, we killed this guy without any issues whatsoever. Ulrich is Ulrich. I really need to rename this thing. Is now level 19. Steal some package from Devon. Alright, I got Devon. I got the Devon goods. And as you can see, here's Pico to our right here. Mr. Briny's gonna push us out of the way to get to Pico. Hello, Pico. Hello, Mr. Briny. Alright, Mr. Briny is a sailor. I think that's a spoiler technically, but maybe not for another 5 minutes or so. So I don't really care right now. Yeah, now our next job is to get a Skitty. That is going to be a pain in the ass. Skitty's a 2% encounter. I might have already mentioned that. So the expectation would be 1 in every 50 encounters would get us a Skitty. So we're just going to run around in one of these patches and hopefully eventually get a Skitty. This is going to be a very long, very arduous process. I'm going to set an agreement. Right now it is 2:37 a.m. If it becomes 2:50 a.m. and we don't run into a Skitty, I am going to just move on. And then we'll progress the story. this is kind of where it becomes a pain in the ass that we don't have any speed up. We're going to be playing through this game very long and very hard, and there's nothing you can do about it. 3 Ninkatas in a row is kind of funny. That's a 1 in 125% chance. That is very low. If we run into 4... Okay, good. Wait, did I run into 3 Ninkatas in a row? Actually, I think I got a tail out somewhere there, so technically it's not. Whatever. Well, we've had 5 encounters. That is it's been a 2 out of 5 chance, 40% chance to get those Pokemon. I'm not going to do the math. It's an Abra. Ah. You know, I have to try to catch you. Ah. Sure. I ran into you, so I'm going to try to catch you. I'll use the Great Ball. I'm not going to use the Ultra Ball. Darn. Abra's challenging because its only move is Teleport, and Teleport makes it flee, so you only get 1 chance to catch it per encounter unless you have a move that makes it stay. I forgot what Pokemon gets Mean Look the fastest. I think Poochyena / Mightyena gets it. I don't know when, but I know it does. I'm pretty sure it does. Let me... No, I'm curious now. I'm going to look it up. Poochyena. That's its moveset. I'm gonna put this on this size of screen. You can't really see what I'm doing right now, sorry. Okay, it doesn't know Mean Look. It's Scary Face, yeah, that's not it. Let me look up Mean Look. I think Sableye gets it. What if I level up? Huh. Sableye gets it. Is that the only Pokemon that gets it, really? Gen 3? Well, I guess Duskull and Dusclops also get it, but it's kind of obnoxious. Yeah, it gets it at fucking level 45. Alright, well, if we run into another Abra, we'll use the Ultra Ball. It's not a big deal if we use the Ultra Ball. If I had to guess, I would say we probably... you know what? Yeah, no, okay. I know I said I was going to stay for the Skitty. I'm not going to. We can wait for a Swarm. We'll definitely run into a Swarm at some point, and we'll get a Skitty later. The Swarm makes it 50%. It makes it a 50% chance that we run into it, which basically guarantees that we'll get it in like 2 minutes. Alright, the Devon goods. Now we have to deliver them to Slateport. He's taken... This dude has taken us to the Devon Corporation's president's room. Who's this guy? Mr. Stone. Hello, Mr. Stone. Yeah. I'm a great president. Yes, you are, sir. And he also heals us, because he's a great president. Thank you, Mr. Stone. I appreciate this guy. I don't think there's any utility of us talking to one of these guys yet. This would be the place that you go to get your fossils unfossilized. Alright, this guy followed us outside. He's adding a feature for us on the Pokenav. It's called Match Call. Basically, this makes us be able to call people. Sometimes this is helpful. We have to do a demo here, so let's go ahead and do a demo. Pokenav is nice. There's a lot of things we can do with it. Mostly not... They're not necessarily... you never have to make a call on your Pokenav to advance the story, technically. Yeah, so we have to do that. I will give us a tour of the Pokenav. So, Hoa Nap. We're here in Rustboro, so we've successfully made our way up from a little route down here, all the way up to Rustboro. This is the route we were just in, Route 116. We briefly entered Route 115. I really feel like I have to progress through the game now. all the way to Route 115, such that we can get Surf, because we really need the, yeah, there we go, I figured it out. The plus 10 method. I don't think we need anything else right now. No, I'm not going to buy Repel. I don't think we need very many. Totally fine. Also, we still have the Oranberry. Weston's holding us, that's fine. I really don't want to, the reason why I want to progress today, because we walked up towards Route 115, and usually that's not an issue. Also, fuck, I have to walk back for those berries. It's about berries. I think Route 15 is the only place where you can find blackberries in Emerald. That's a problem. I kind of want to look it up in a second here. I gotta beat May first. 1 second. Blackberries. If there's another route where you can find blackberries, I'm just gonna get it there. But I don't know if we can. Ah, god damn it. Yeah, it's only roof at 115. Okay. Yeah, it's really bad. Did it use curse? Yeah, it did. That sucks. Oh, good. That saves us a lot of pain. I probably should have. Oh no, it's a Mudkip. Okay, thank god. Okay, okay. If it was a March Stomp, we would have lost. March Stomp learns this move called Mud Shot, which is extremely good because it reduces speed and it's also pretty powerful. It's super effective against us. Water Gun is also super effective. You'll notice in all the games, if you're not familiar, the rival fights have type advantages, which make them extra challenging. The one rival fight we really have to worry about is the one before the 3rd gen. So we're not going to worry about it. She reveals the fact to us that Mr. Briney's a revered seafarer. That's cool. We're going to use Cut here. Also, I forgot about... God damn it. Okay, well... Route 117, the one we were at where we found Abra and all that, and progressed through the story, that's, there's some berries there that I kind of want. I think I talked to this lady. Yes, I would like to learn about berries. Okay, I didn't want to learn about berries. Yeah, no, fuck. The more attention you give to flowers, I think this is the lady. Alright, yeah, Wilmer Pearl, nice. And I think this lady... The Whalmer Pearl, we water berries with it. We'll be planting berries. We got Persimmberry. That's really good. Persimmberries are nice because they clear confusion, and in certain battles, that can be an exceptionally great tool because there's this move called Swagger, which you can use, you know, enemies are going to use it against us. What they're going to do with that is Swagger, it's going to increase... Oh, wait, there are more Pokemon here that I actually want to find, so let's not use Repel. Do you give me anything? Oh, Miracle Seed. Okay, that'll be actually really helpful later. So this is an area of Petalburg that you can't usually get to unless you know Cut, which you can only get use after you use the first gym. Oh, nice. Okay. This is extremely good for us. The Shroomish might pull some bullshit. I'm going to use... We're going to save the Ultra Ball for an Abra. I'm hoping this catches it first try. If it doesn't, I might have to switch to another Pokemon to weaken it. Okay, actually, I'm not going to do that, actually. Fuck it. We're just going to try to catch it using Pokeballs. I don't know what the chance of catching a Shroomish here in this instance is. I think it's, like, lower than 20, so we might be here a while. But this is the only route where you can find Shroomish on. That's key. Let me look up and make sure, just to be 100% sure there's no other Pokemon. We do have to... We don't technically have to catch the Shroomish here right now. We probably should have caught this when we were here before. I totally forgot about that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dude, this thing is such a pain in the ass. Oh, okay, that's nice. More berry. Your Pokemon uses berries based on certain things that are happening to it in battle. I really don't want to waste this many fucking... We're gonna switch to Taillow. I think I can weaken it. Please don't get poisoned. Okay, good. Never fine. Absorb deals less damage, so I actually don't care about it. We're gonna use it another time just to be here less. We'll switch. Do you think Sammy's gonna die here? I don't care. I'm hoping this thing gets some damn ball. If it doesn't, it could use Absorb and leave Sammy alive, but because the AI is kind of dumb. Alright, we're good. This is bad news for us. Well, no. This is great news. Because we got the Shroomish. Brandon. Actually, how about... Brandon's a good name. We want this item over here, so we'll grab this item. There's another Pokemon that can only be caught in here. It's Slackoth. That's the other one we're looking for here. It's a 5% chance. I don't usually explore this area of Petalburg Woods on a regular basis, because, you know, you kind of have to go out of your way to do so. You don't need to run through it in order to advance through it, so I'm not entirely sure what all can be found here. It doesn't look like that much. Just a couple items. I forgot. What did I just get from that? What item did I just pick up? Man, I'm fucking stupid. The other Pokemon that we want to slack off, and then later, once we evolve our Wurmple... Oh. That's kind of nice, actually. We're probably going to use that in the battle against Brawly. The other Pokemon that we want to find here is either Silcoon or Cascoon. Once we evolve our Wurmple, we will find out if our Wurmple becomes a Silcoon or a Cascoon, and we will catch the other here. Yeah, so here's a Silcoon, for instance. We could just catch it right now. No. Because I only want one of each Pokemon. It'll be a pain in the ass to have to release them later, so... is there a hit item here? Get this potion. Okay, good. There's also more berries over here, so we're not going to walk out through the regular entrance. Another Shroomish, wow. But I do want to slack off here. So this patch of grass has nothing, which means... Do you give me anything? Yeah, he just hints at that there's hidden items. There's hidden items in this game. In most games there are hidden items. You can kind of tell most of the time where they are. Sometimes they're a bit more subtle. At some point, you can kind of see, okay, there's an inconspicuous hole in this fucking patch of grass. There's clearly a hidden item here, right? And we were able to find that. That guy hinted towards it. That was a freebie, but later maybe will give us an item finder, which, if you're playing through the game, you know, for the first few times, if you don't know where the hidden items are, you can use to find them if you think it's around a certain area, and it can be kind of nice. So you'll be able to douse towards the hidden items. And other games are called dowsing rods. They kind of hint you towards the items, but here it's the item finder. That's it. So we don't need that right now. We probably won't need it the entire run, to be honest, but she'll give it to us regardless. We'll have to battle May, and she'll give it to us. I do want to slack off. It's funny, if I stuck with the Skitty plan, we might have it already, because it's been like 15 minutes. Usually it doesn't take more than 30 minutes to an hour to find a specific Pokemon. It's just really repetitive and kind of a pain in the ass. And since we had a... later we might run into a swarm that has Skitty, and if that's the case, that'll be really nice, and we'll be able to get it. Slackout's a 5% chance, so it shouldn't be the worst to get here, but the encounters that you're looking for are always the encounters that you don't get. So I don't really like my chances here. I don't know how many Pokemon we've run into so far on Petalburg Woods. I don't think it's been 20 yet, so I'm not expecting big things yet, but I do want to Slackoth soon. Slackoth is an interesting Pokemon. You'll kind of find out why later. Hey, it's Cascoon. It evolves into, first, a Vigoroth, which we'll get to see later. Norman, her dad, actually uses the Slackoth line a lot. That's his main thing. But its final form is this Pokemon called Slacking. And it has probably the highest base stats of any non-legendary mon in the game. So it's extremely powerful. The catch is that it has an ability, which you can't change, which makes it so it can only attack once every 2 turns. So when it's its turn, it will absolutely annihilate you, but if it's not its turn, it does nothing, which is extremely unhelpful. However, as a, for me, it's not a big deal, because you can use that. If I do want to use slacking in my team, which I will consider, it's extremely helpful, because it's a good opportunity to, in double battles, use an item. Because it's not doing anything anyways, so if you really want to one-shot something, you could use a slacking. It's not the most useful for that, but I don't know. It's a cool Pokemon, and we'll definitely have one, obviously. We'll have every Pokemon, but it'll be nice. Now, one of the things I was interested in is getting a living Pokedex. As opposed to a completed Pokedex, a living Pokedex would be where you have every single Pokemon, one of each Pokemon, available, so they're in your storage. That is a much bigger pain in the ass, and I only anticipate wanting to get that after I get the full, completed Pokedex. The living Pokedex is just really nice. Actually, oh shit, we will need a living Pokedex, won't we? Huh. Yeah, we will. We'll want a living Pokedex. Okay. Huh. Yeah, because we need to trade every single Pokemon over. God damn it. We can worry about this much later. Much later. So we will eventually have to catch multiple of each Pokemon. I'm not going to worry about that right now, but because it's a lot easier to catch them later. But like late game. Late game, it's a lot easier to catch these low-level mons because you have access to Ultra Balls, very easy access and stuff like that, and Nest Balls and things of the matter. But holy shit. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a big undertaking, isn't it? This is also a lot of hard drive space. I'm just thinking about this. I probably started recording at like 107, 109, something like that. I think I set the clock at 1. Oh wait, no, 1:30. So it's been almost an hour and a half of recording. Yeah, well, I can see it on OBS actually. It's been an hour and 27 minutes of recording. Wow. That's a lot of hard drive space. I don't know how much it is. I think it's... I want to say it's about 2 gigabytes per half hour. Maybe it's less complicated since this video file isn't that crazy, but since it does have audio, that adds a bit to it, I guess. I'm not entirely sure how much. I guess we'll find out. It's fairly... Stuff like this should be fairly compressible since, we're playing fucking Game Boy Pokemon and there's not that many pixels to work with, but this is... And I'll probably fix this later too. This is not a scaled. You'll notice there's black bars on the side because I didn't want to figure out how to change the resolution of the recording in OBS. I guess I can figure that out later. I probably should have just done oh, well. That would actually probably have to be a thing I have to add in OBS itself, wouldn't it? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, literally for this, I just like... I can probably move the window bar down so you can see. It's literally... I literally just have the emulator up here like this. Let me fix it real quick. Like, I literally have the emulator window just overlaid, like, resized up to fit the window, and that's probably not the optimal way to record this stuff. I'll try to change that before my next recording. Right now there's nothing I can do, but the music becomes kind of annoying after a while. I still haven't run into a Slackoth. I know it's had to have been more than 20 total encounters at this point, so I'm a little disappointed now, but I guess we can't test our luck too much. I kind of want to see if I can, like... Oh, hello. Alright, here we are. Now, Slackoth can be really annoying in actual battles. It won't be that annoying right now, but Reason being because one of its moves is Yawn, and Yawn is a move which guaranteed puts your Pokemon to sleep. Oh, we got it. Nice. Don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna name you something funny. I'm gonna name you Slag. 2 G's. Alright, nice. We can finally escape from this place. And I don't know if you give me an item. Okay, nope, oops. I do get a Pokeball here. Wow, crazy. Now we go talk to Mr. Briny. And he has a boat, and he will let us sail to Dewford. How nice of him. We saved his life, so he is now indebted to us. He's an old man, so I guess he's got nothing else going on. Alright, our dad calls us about right here. So now we have our dad's number. Thanks, Dad. We will at some point want to talk to all the other trainers on the routes, because the match call feature allows us to rematch trainers, which is a unique feature in Pokemon Emerald. Kinda nice. It's more nice for like the gym leaders and stuff. You don't need to rematch anyone, but it's just cool to see how the teams progress. And once you unlock the national decks, you can rematch the Hoenn gym leaders, and they will have interesting Pokemon that are from other regions, which is kind of cool to look at. None of them are particularly challenging or anything. It's just kind of interesting. So we will kind of go through all the houses in here because I forgot exactly who gives what. No, I didn't want to talk to you twice. Fuck me. Do you give me anything? Silk Scarf. Ooh, you're a delight. This guy loves me. I get a Silk Scarf. That's actually really nice. We already got one of the type moves, or one of the type items. It's okay, so I don't think. So I'm not entirely sure. This is I forgot. Yeah, I can't really explain this place. They get this phrase. Lukewarm Party. I think if I talk to one of these guys, he changes it. Okay, that doesn't help me. I'm not entirely sure who, you can talk to one of these NPCs later, I think, and change the phrase. Yeah, Dewford Hall, yeah. The only thing that does, I think, is change the Mirage Island, fucking seed. I think? Damn it. Small island like this, yeah. This is one of the towns that doesn't have it marked. Okay, so they don't give me anything. I think I have to talk to do I talk to this fisherman? I am getting the itch to fish. Yes, please give me the old rod. I think this is technically a route down here, yeah, so... I don't know if there's a hidden item here or anything. I know there's one over here. Do you give me anything? Okay, yeah, no. I think I talked to this guy. Oh, shit. Cancel. Yeah, no, the Lukewarm Party's fine, man. Yeah, dude. Okay, so I'll battle this fisherman. Didn't mean to, but it's fine. I'll just battle all the trainers. It's okay. Once you get to Dewford, remember Devin, Mr. Stone, that dude? He gave us a letter, gave it to his son. Oh wow, I one-shot it. I did not expect that. I kind of thought I could pick a different move actually, but oops. I guess that's cool. Scratch has the same power as Double Kick against not type effective shit, so it's probably the best move to use here. Because why would you use double kick if you can use scratch? There's a couple hidden items here. No, the Stardust is nice because you can sell it for money, but you don't need it. You can just sell it. The only utility it has is that you can sell it for money. That's all it has, so it's fine. We want to deliver the letter Steven, 1, to advance the story, 2 because if we deliver the letter to Steven and we travel back to Rustboro, and that's why we need to run through Pelbrick Woods so many times, the president will give us an XP share, which is exceptionally helpful because I kind of want to level up some Pokemon right now, specifically my Taillow. I don't think I need to for the Brawly Gem since I have the X attack, but it would be awfully nice. Oh, I didn't mean to use that. Shit. Magikarp will do this useless move. Magikarp is a funny Pokemon. It's a magical carp. The only move it knows is Splash until it turns level 15, then it learns Tackle. It's a really bad Pokemon. Until it reaches level 20, then it evolves into Gyarados, which is an extremely better Pokemon. Alright, so this hiker gives us the Flash HM. This is our second HM that we have. If you remember, our first was Cut. Flash is nice. I'm gonna look up the, I don't really need to walk through Granite Cave other than for Pokemon at this point, so I kind of just want to, yeah, so we have quite a bit of new Pokemon here, in this cave, so we have a lot of new options. I think pretty much every single Pokemon here we haven't caught yet. I do anticipate that I'm going to one-shot the Zubat. I'm going to try to use Peck and see if that doesn't one-shot, because it's less powerful. Nope, I one-shot it. Okay, that kind of sucks. Well, if we run into a Geodude, we don't have to one-shot that, so that'll be fine. We have an escape rope. We're just going to run through here. We'll find some Pokemon. The basement, so there's a lot of Pokemon here, actually, including the Aron. We will use Ember against it. I don't think it kills it. Maybe it does? If it does, we can always get another one. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're good. Aron is nice. It's Steel Rock. We have to... Double Kick would one-shot it, or maybe two-shot it. Some Aron have the ability Sturdy, which means that they can't be one-shot. However, Double Kick is 2 hits, which means it'll attack again, and it'll just fucking one-shot. So that's why Double Kick is so nice sometimes. We're gonna name you something generic. Aron, how about that? Aron. Yeah. Okay, so are there items here? Granite Cave. Item map. Not art. Fuck. Here we go. Alright. We got this now. Okay, here we are. So, yeah, there should be one leads us there. There is a single hidden item up here. Alright, another Zubat. I don't think it knows Growl. I just want to see if I can one-shot it, if I don't one-shot it here. Fucking... God damn it. Just kill me, bro. Whatever. It's fine. Granite Cave actually has a lot of hidden crevices that you wouldn't usually expect. Some of them are only accessible when you get the Mach Bike. They're kind of interesting. I don't think there's too much that you need within Granite Cave itself. But it can be nice. So let's see. I think this is a starter cave. There's not much going on here. But I am looking at a map to make sure I get everything that I can get. You know what I mean? Where the fuck am I? Oh, I'm over here. Okay, good. Yeah, so there's only one item here that we need or care about. It's an Everstone. That might be nice if we want a specific move later. Alright, here's the Abra I was talking about. We're obligated to use the Ultra Ball on this thing just to see if we can catch it. This is the last place where you can get Abra, I think. And it's low level, Okay, well, that didn't work. Sucks. I don't think I'm super obligated to get every single Pokemon here, as nice as it would be. I don't have to. We've already got an error. I'll kind of show off the double kick thing here, so we can do that one more time, a few more times without. No, that one didn't have Sturdy as an ability, so it just instantly fucking died. The Aeron line is Steel Rock, so it kind of sucks against fighting types. It's good against other types, but fighting it really has trouble with. Another fucking Abra. Okay, well, now I'm obligated to use my Great Ball on you. Like, come on, dude. Just get in the ball. Nice. We got Abra. We're gonna name you Al. It doesn't take very long to scroll across when you use the names. The upper floor, there's no other items, I don't think. I don't think we can get any other items from Granite Cave without having them knocked by, can we? That kind of sucks. Let's check this out. Okay, so here's our available Pokemon. Okay, cool. So this is Steven. Steven has gray hair. That's kind of a foreshadow for something in the future. We'll get a glimpse of it before we beat the champion. But he has a... Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it. If you played Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald, well, if you played these games, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But, oh, Makuta. Good. Didn't I run to one of these guys? Oh, I fucking ran away from it. I'm stupid. I don't think Scratch one-shots it. Does it? Okay, well, it will if I get a freaking crit. Dude, that's screwed up. Let's go down to the lower level so we can actually get one that's stronger. So the chance for these Pokemon increases as I go further in. I got you. And I've run into you like 3 times already, and it's a 10% chance. So that's kind of stupid. Alright, Zubat. I'm just gonna try to catch you, man. I don't. Like, whatever. If you know Growl, that would be nice. But of course you don't. It might be easier to just go back, get the experience share, level up my Taillow, and just like catch these things using like moves that can actually whittle them down. For right now, I think it's fine. They're like level 10, so it shouldn't. Maybe it'll take a few tries for each Pokemon, but it shouldn't be that bad. Name Cass. You guys get to be named shorter names because you're the first Pokemon to be caught. Yeah? Later, we'll have to get other Pokemon and we'll have to name them more interesting things. Arm Thrust. Arm Thrust. I forgot how many times that can hit. It might just be 2 times. That wouldn't make any sense if it was 2 times. Double kick only hits 2 times. There we go, Makuta. That's good. We are now looking for a Sableye, which is a bit easier to find in the lower floor. Howl. Yeah, Howl. We're gonna name them really short names, because, yeah, I already mentioned why. So we have Al and we have Howl. Sableye is a bit harder to get. We want to get it in Emerald because otherwise we have to get it in Sapphire. Any Pokemon we can catch in Emerald we want to catch here, obviously. And this is kind of the master file. So let's go down to the lower floor and we'll just run around for a bit. Doesn't really matter where. We don't know Rock Smash yet, so there's nothing else we can do in this route. Oh, speak of the devil, here we are. Alright, Sableye. I don't know if you get... Well, you definitely won't get... So the problem is Sableye is a ghost type. So it's not affected by normal or fighting types. However, I have Peck, which is flying type, and it is technically able to be hit by flying types. So make that make sense. I don't know. The other issue with Sableye is it actually kind of deals damage and it has a lowered catch rate. So this might be a challenge. We might be here a little bit. Nightshade is an attack that deals the exact damage of the level of the Pokemon using it. So every single time the Sableye uses Nightshade, I lose exactly 11 HP. The good thing about this is it can't crit. So I can be pretty surgical with the way I approach this this battle in terms of healing and stuff. Yeah, like Leer, I don't... Maybe it'll kill me with Scratch. I kind of doubt it. I don't think it will. No, it's level 11. Who am I kidding? Alright, we got it. Nice. Sableye is... So Sableye is a very interesting Pokemon because it's Ghost and Dark type, which means in this version of Pokemon, it does not have any weaknesses. Oh, we have Sammy. You'll be Sam. Sam Sableye. And because I don't want to deal with this shit, I'm just going to use an escape group to get the fuck out of here. Alright, nice. I think we can defeat Brawly. We might have trouble with some of his goons, but we're just going to use them to level up. You'll notice we're basically only using the fucking Combuskin right now. Brawly is kind of a challenging battle if you don't do it right. And even if you do it right, sometimes it can fuck you in the ass. So I'm not going to save here. Oh yeah, Flash, I didn't really mention what Flash does. You see how it's super dark in here? I knew where to go because I have, you know, I have the route memorized, but, you know, the cave memorized and shit. But this gym also is dark. That becomes an issue. Okay. It can be an issue in, like, Victory Road and stuff. I'm fairly confident I can navigate Victory Road even without Flash, but it kind of sucks sometimes. It just makes everything dark. You technically don't ever need to use Flash because it doesn't... The darkness doesn't hinder you from doing anything. It just makes it harder to see. So I will be teaching Flash at some point to some Pokemon. In Brawly's gym, every time you defeat one of these trainers, it gets a little bit brighter. Well, Gary's gonna die. I can finish the battle. This is a double battle up here. Forces you into one. I'm considering playing on a controller, because I'm realizing how loud the keyboard probably sounds right now. We're going to try to kill this Meditite as fast as we can. Or, sorry, we're going to try to kill the Machop as fast as we can. Double Kick is better here, even though Flying type is technically... Oh wow, that's lucky. Because Double Kick technically has more damage because of its stab bonus, so it's 80 power instead of 70. Even if it's normal effectiveness... yeah, we don't really get any utility from it. At least not right now. No, little Gary, why not? And Gary's good because he has Growl. I don't think it affects the Meditite, but it's fine. We use Peck here just because might help a little bit. Okay, well, it's super effective, so it's a better move. It deals 70. Double Kick would be normal effectiveness, Meditite is fighting Psychic. I'm not going to explain every single micro interaction, I'm just kind of trying to talk. Okay. Make this a little bit more interesting, maybe. Okay, I think this way has another trainer. I don't think there's a trainer above, so I think it's just this guy and the final like, pre-Brawly gym. Pre-Brawly trainer, I think. We killed the Machop. Oh, well. Maybe we were level 20. I'm not entirely sure. I'm hoping we one-shot it this time. Oh, yeah, we did. Okay, nice. Would have been nice to get that crit on the first hit. It's fine. Double Kick's also nice because you have an extra chance to get a crit. So, it's not... Usually I don't chalk things up to chance in battles like this. But it can be nice sometimes. Oh, actually, there's actually 2 more trainers. I'm sorry. I think we can one-shot everything unless there's a Makuita. Okay. Well, it's only level 13. It's a bit tankier than Matchop, but I think it still might die? Yeah, it does. Okay, we're good. Thankfully, Ulrich is pretty high leveled, so we don't need to worry too much about it. We are going to battle you. There's no need for Brawly to be involved. Usually they say something about that if they're the last trainer before you battle the actual gym leader. Mention the gym leader by name or something. We should one-shot this mid-type with Peck. Okay, nice, he didn't use... Oh, no he didn't. That's fine. Usually these goons don't have items or anything. Okay, well that's annoying. Detect and Protect are 2 moves which have #1 priority, which means they'll always be used first no matter what, you know, if they work. And all it does is protect from an attack. It's a lot more useful in double battles, or if the Pokemon has a passive ability, which increases stats by doing nothing. So for one example would be, I'm saving here because I don't want to die to Brawly, and like not be able to just reset because I actually do have some money. The first thing I'm gonna... Oh, I probably should have given my Combuskin an Oranberry. I forgot that. I forgot I used an Oranberry. It's probably fine. We can always reset and just make it a thing if we determine it's an issue. We're gonna use the X attack here. That'll help us a bit. Okay. Well, that sucks. I'm hoping we still one-shot this thing, but since we have minus defense, this might be consequential. Please crit. God damn it. Bulk Up is an extremely good move. It increases defense as well as attack. Oh, okay, we're good. Never mind. We should be able to two-shot this thing now. Okay. If we didn't two-shot it, we would have, obviously, he didn't use a heal for that matchup, so we're perfectly fine. We should be able to two-shot the Makuita now. Meditite's fine, I don't care about Meditite. I think this Meditite does know Focus Punch, but it's not going to use it because it's a pussy. Good. Focus Punch isn't an issue. It's an attack that only works if it's not hit. You didn't see it, so I'm not going to explain it too much, but yeah, Makuita being level 19 here is kind of a problem. Please one shot? No? Okay, that's fine. It did not use Bulk Up. This is good for us. It has a Citrus Berry, but it doesn't heal it all the way. And it heals it enough such that the AI for Brawly doesn't want it to use a Super Potion. So we just one-shot it, so we're good. We probably would have beat it without using Next Attack, but it was nice that the AI did the thing that it did and the numbers did the thing that they did. We really weren't in any danger of losing that battle, but it's nice regardless. Okay, so this is the money. Bulk Up is an extremely good move. Unlike Rock Tomb, our other TM that we got, which is marginally useful sometimes for rock types, which you don't really have to use, we have a fighting type Pokemon. And Bulk Up, well, Bulk Up's a stat increasing move. It is ridiculously helpful. So we're going to replace Peck with it. Because, you know, we've been using the X attacks this entire time. But, one, the X attacks is an item that we have to buy, so, you know, it's 500 fucking money that we have to, $500 every single time we have to use it. 2, Bulk Up also increases defense, which makes us tankier. So we use Bulk Up once, suddenly the battle might be in our favor because our Pokemon will die less hard. So that's super nice. And on a physical attacker like Combuskin and later Blaziken, that's going to be very, very pivotal for us to win battles. So I am more curious about our Combuskin's stats. Yeah, as you can see, we've gotten quite a few attack EVs. I can tell our IV for special attack is a bit higher. That's fine. For you, I'll go out to sea anytime. Go to Pelberg. I want the XP share. Technically, to advance the story, you would just go straight to Slateport. But we're gonna backtrack to Pelberg because we want to go back to Rustboro to get the XP share from Mr. Stone. That'll be really helpful for us leveling Pokemon. I don't know what Pokemon we want to level next. Technically, we don't really need the Taillow anymore, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. But, yeah. To speed up this process a little bit, we are going to use a Repel. It's just easier than getting into, like, 5 wild encounters. Repels, of course, as the name would suggest, allow us to run through grass without attracting Pokemon. So, you can just run through there like that. Super simple. While we're up here, we're also, yeah, only last so many steps. We are also going to go and grab the berries that we forgot about. Since I went to Route 115, again, the timer on those berries is limited. I kind of want blackberries, and I don't really want to have to go back to get them in other save files. Because if you leave berries for too long and you don't come back in the proper amount of time, it kind of makes the berries disappear forever. And you can get blackberries through a different method. I guess so we don't technically need them, but I don't know. I kind of just want an excuse to play this game more too. I really like playing through the first parts of this game. It's always really fun. We're going to talk to some of these guys. I don't know if they give me items. No. Okay, so we can talk to that guy later, and he'll have made headway on developing Pokeballs, and that's really nice. This guy doesn't do anything. And we can't talk to that guy. That guy down there is developing the fossil thing. We can't use that yet, because we don't have a fossil. Man, Roxanne, you gotta shut up. I'm like right here. If you want me, just come talk to me. Come on. I can come over if you want. We will have to run to some of the wild Pokemon here. I don't think we have to battle any of the trainers. We might just battle the trainers anyways. Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna get a single wild encounter. I do kind of want these Pokemon, so... or some of this XP, so I'm gonna give the XP share to Gary. I think we will want to level up Gardevoir. I think that's better than Alakazam most times. Plus, it's easier to get through a solo play. Well, obviously, it's easier to get through a solo playthrough. I think Alakazam is better than Gardevoir, but I think Gardevoir is also tankier, which is nice sometimes. I find limited use out of Psychic types through a regular playthrough of Emerald. So this will be good. Gary is now level 6, which means he won't die. I forgot what items are on this route. They're not very good, but I'm going to get them regardless, just so I don't have to get them later. Oh, I kind of used that on the wrong Pokemon. I guess that's fine. Gary gains a lot of XP off that anyways. I don't really care. Gary can't really die either. Yeah, he's definitely not going to die now. Oh wow, that was kind of nice. Well, Gary can now kill the Zigzagoon. Gary, you have achieved your first kill. Oh, never mind. I forgot. It's a bitch. Okay, well, Gary, you'll have to wait. At least we'll get a lot of money. I like battling the ladies because they just give you a shit ton of money. It's awfully nice. See, I think it's a rich boy and a lady, so they're actually going to give us a ton of money. Yeah, it's like 2,800. Yeah, 1,600 each, that's nice. Oh, fuck you. I didn't want to... No, shut up. Okay. Alright. These double battles are... Okay, I definitely don't need to cut this. Oh, there we go. I think this is school children. Oh, it's a lass. Shut up, Rolls. Alright. In case you haven't learned yet, Rolls is Psychic type, which means its fighting type is not very effective against it. However, my level 22 Ulrich definitely usurps it. I slacked off from school, that's why I lost. No, it's because you have a lame-ass Pokemon, you dumb bitch. Yeah, let me battle you later, man. I'm sure you'll have a Curlia or something. I'm not. What was the other Pokemon? It was a Marill, I think. I think that kid has the Ralts. I think that's usually how it works. The Pineapple Berries we don't need for the playthrough. Technically to complete the game or anything. Like, they're not useful to us. You get Pokeblocks though, and I do think. I think there's some items you can get. You can use them for contests later. We'll run into that. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I just want all the berries. We're doing a kind of completionist style of the game, sort of. Not exactly, but you get my point. Alright, cool. I think there are some items on that route I might want later, but I don't really care right now. I'm just gonna run back, progress the story. So we'll go ahead and do that. Yes, I would like to... Let's go to Dewford. Yep. For some reason, we're not allowed to set sail straight to Slateport. It's probably easier to code that way. It would have been nice to have that kind of nuance in the game like that, but it's fine. I don't really care. You get... The annoying thing about the Pokenav in Pokemon Emerald is that you'll get randomly called by any trainers you defeat and get their numbers by. I don't really know how it works, but I do know for some of them it's step-based, so that's why, Roxanne called me at Rustboro, is because I beat Brawly, so a certain amount of steps after that, you get called by Roxanne. For other trainers, it's a bit more random, and you kind of just get called by them randomly. I think they just choose a random trainer to have you call and stuff. So yeah, man, I'll battle you. I'll just battle everyone on this route. I don't care. It's nice to get the levels. It's usually how I play the game, anyways. I do wish in these instances that I had fast forward, but we're gonna do this the hard way because I enjoy pain. Tomorrow is chest day. Well, I guess today it's 3:30 in the morning, so I guess today is chest day. Probably want to go to bed soon. Yeah, I think for priority for trainers, it's right then left, and then after that up and down. I don't know exactly how it works. You never run into a situation where you have to battle 4 trainers at once. I think this is one of the few tri-trainer complexes. They're kind of just... This was the first generation in which you do double battles, so they're doing it a lot. There's a lot of them. I like double battles. I think they're fun. They like to show it off sometimes. So that move there, Supersonic, is annoying sometimes. It has very low accuracy, I think it's like 55 or something, but it seems like for the enemies that always hits, and when you're using it, it never hits. Supersonic confuses you, and confusion is annoying because it makes you attack see, now I have to battle this guy because I walked through his range. It makes you, when you attack, you're confused, and there's a chance that you hurt yourself in your confusion, and that chance is based on your attack stat. And if you're like me, and you're a physical attacker, that can deal quite a bit of damage. So it's kind of annoying. It's also based on our defense stat. It kind of does like a... I don't know the exact mechanics behind it, I just know it's based on those stats. Yeah, sure, man. I'll battle you again. I don't think I want to... Oh, that's nice. Soft Sand is good. It's the ground type move. There's a few other trainers up here. I'm just going to battle them twice at once, so it takes less time. And I'll get this item too. Just battle. I'm just beating up little kids at this point. I don't know. This happens a lot. A lot of these kids just have Pokemon, which is nice. It's really nice. I think playing... I think existing in the universe of Pokemon would be really fun. Assuming that the Pokemon don't just kill you. Which I would assume happens sometimes, but in these games it doesn't seem like the Pokemon really do any harm to anyone, which is nice. There is an exception with that in Fire Red Leaf Green, which... Oh, God. Okay, first status effect. This is kind of late. Poison. Poison sucks. But it's not the worst. Especially in this instance. It's definitely not the worst, because... So poison, every single turn, it'll damage you a little bit. You know, you're poisoned, so you lose a little bit of HP each turn. But it's not the worst, because it doesn't do anything else other than just damage you. So it's perfectly fine, honestly. I'm gonna go ahead and use an antidote though, because I don't want Gary to... do I care? No, I don't care. Well, yeah, I kinda care. Because we're gonna be running around a bunch, and I'm gonna have to do this anyways. So... We'll just cure Gary. We should be able to one-shot the next tentacle, assuming that's what it is. Gary's now level 11. Special attack's pretty high. We'll get higher. Is it tentacle? Yeah, it is. I should be able to one-shot it. No, I don't. No, I don't need to heal up Gary. It's fine. Oh. Okay, good. I really thought that would one-shot. Thankfully it didn't poison. I don't have to waste my other antidote. Oh, too bad. Yeah, these kids are retarded. We get a potion for our troubles. Thank you. Awfully nice. I don't know if this guy gives us anything, if he just talks. Yeah, I agree, man. Conservation and shit. Yeah. Yeah, dude. We are gonna go into here, clear this, because we get some healing items from it. This is the Soda Pop Shack. That's what I call it. I don't know what its actual name is. If you beat these 3 trainers, there's an NPC who gives you 6 free Soda Pop, which is a pretty nice healing item for our time in the game. It's a bit more effective than Super Potions, so I like it. I kind of want that tea. There's some good tea downstairs that I'd like to get. Make myself some. So I can't make myself coffee, because then I'll be up all night. But tea would be nice. It relaxes you, or something, if you believe it does. Goldeen is an interesting Pokemon. It's one of the tankier water types. A lot of water types are tanky. That's why I didn't one-shot it there. As you can see, my Pokemon are pretty well leveled. I don't usually have to worry about that. There might be some hidden items on this beach. I'm really not sure. Let's look at Root 7, just to kind of check, because I think No, that's not the route. Route 108. Nope, Route 109. That's the one. I guess we'll find it. There's one item I'd like to have. It's Revive. The Great Ball would also be kind of nice since, you know, our whole MO here is catching Pokemon. This is one of the places where you can kind of dig yourself up in the sand. It's where you're supposed to use the item finder. So the items are not necessarily in obvious places. I'm not going to use the map, so we're just going to try to find it. Tentacool has high special defense. That's what it's good at. Usually Pokemon are, well, okay. Pokemon have to either be well balanced, so they have fairly even base stats. That's why, you know, like Combusken has higher attack than it does defense because it has higher base stat attack. Some Pokemon, all Pokemon either specialize in, you know, a certain number of stats, or they specialize in not certain stats. Oh, here's Heart Scale. Good. All right. Western tip of the shoreline, slightly northwest of Mr. Briny. Here's the Revive. This is the one I was looking for. It says the westernmost beach chair. Yeah. Here's the Great Ball. And the last hidden item is next to Zigzagoon Man. I don't know exactly where is the problem, so we'll have to really try every spot here. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's another Heart Scale. Fuck. Okay, good. So clearly that's not where this one is. Oh, that's the potion. It's not hidden. I already got that one. Okay, good. Well, we got all the things. So we got a couple of Heart Scales, which is really good, actually. It means we can evolve some Pokemon. We gotta talk to this guy to give him the Devon Goods. Well, we try to give him the Devon Goods, but he's like, oh, I'm not Captain Stern. Ooh, this one, dude. Find Captain Stern and deliver that to him. Sure, I can do that. We will want to heal up here, because I don't want my Ralts to die. This is a battle where Ralts can die. I don't know if Ralts will die, because I don't think... Well, yeah, I think they know Bite, so Ralts could definitely die here. If Ralts is about to die, I'll just... If Gary's about to die, I'll just switch him out. We'll also... wait, we're not going to die here, we're just going to get entrance here. You can see we got some money now. We talked to this guy. Well, you don't have to, but you want to. He won't disappear if you don't, but he'll stay here, actually, inside the fucking museum, as long as you don't talk to him. But yeah, it's the guy we beat up twice earlier in the game. He gives us a TM called Thief. It's an okay dark move. It steals the item, which is awfully nice in wild encounters, because some Pokemon have items that they're holding in wild encounters, which are like really useful. For instance, Abra are holding Twisted Spoons sometimes, and those are really nice because they're the Psychic type move, or the item. I didn't really explain the item. So the Silk Scarf, the Miracle Seed, and the Soft Sand that we got from that that girl earlier, very nice little girl. That's an item that increases if you give it to a Pokemon. It increases the efficacy of that type of moves. So Silk Scarf is for normal type moves, Miracle Seed is for grass type moves, and Soft Sand is for ground type moves. We don't have any Pokemon that can use them right now, but you know, they're good to have. So I'll have to use them eventually. I might get use out of them eventually, I guess is what I should say. I wonder if using Scratch is more effective against a Zubat. I don't think it is, because we get stabbed from Ember, so it probably weighs out any special defense differential that we get here. Gary's now level 13, that's kind of nice. Oh, Gary can't die here. Never mind, I forgot this isn't a double battle. They just attack you one by one because they're stupid. And they want to make my gameplay slower. Carvanha's fun. It evolves into Sharpedo. It's kind of a evil shark. They're dark type though, so you never have a challenge against them. You'll notice a lot of these evil teams, they use dark type Pokemon like Poochyena and Maiyana and stuff. And for Team Aqua, they use Carvanha because it's the only dark type, water type in this game. But it's a really shit Pokemon. It's basically a glass cannon. All it does is attack, and I think it only has physical attack, which is stupid because water type is the only special attack in this game. I don't know, it's just a bad Pokemon. But since it's dark type, it always gets one shot, even when it's evolved. It's like super low defense, dark type, literally not a challenge at all in any version of Pokemon ever. Sometimes it's fast and it can kill things really well because of that. I have used it before, it's just not that good. It's nice that Team Aqua exclusively uses them because it makes my life a lot easier. If they use an actual useful water type, you would have significantly bigger issues with them. Because, you know, I have a fire type Pokemon and that would suck. But they don't, so it's fine. Archie, who's the leader that we just talked to, uses slightly better Pokemon, but it's not enough such that it matters. Alright, let's check this out. So now we want to start buying Great Balls. I'm going to buy 10 so that we get the Premier Ball. We probably don't need... Oh, you only get Premier Balls if you buy Pokeballs. Oops, I forgot about that. We will want one piece of Harbor Mail. This is for a side quest. I don't know how many Super Potions we have. We have enough. It's fine. We're not going to sell anything because we're not running out of bag space. I am, however, going to store some of the items that we've gotten that we can't use right now, just in case because we've been kind of collecting bag stuff. So we are going to go ahead and I don't think we need this. Probably don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this right now. Don't need this. Don't need these items, and that should be fine. Stardust I'll just keep in my inventory in case I want more money later. You can sell it, I think it's worth 2,500 or something, it's not bad. Name Reader's House. I forgot if the Pokemon Fan Club has anything helpful for us. I think it's only if you have super high friendship, but I am going to talk to the NPCs just in case. No, I'm good. I don't want Swagger. Fuck you. This kind of teaches you about friendship. He's saying if a Pokemon faints, it loses friendship. That's all it is. Friendship value is good. Sometimes they're... Oh, this Pokemon likes me. That's good. I get a Soothe Bell. That's kind of nice. If a Pokemon holds this, they gain more friendship more quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and give this to I don't know what Pokemon I should give this to right now. I might as well give it to a Pokemon. There's no point in not. It's just extra friendship. It's kind of nice. Yeah, if you give a Pokemon protein or item that enhances EVs, it does increase friendship as well. Okay, I really don't want to hear about Pokemon contests, though. Pokemon contests are good. If you have higher friendship, it makes them perform better. I forgot if okay, I don't want to change my Pokemon's name, so I'm fine with that. I'm not going to enter this. Oh god, I didn't want to enter it. I guess if I walk there, it makes me talk to Scott. I don't think the battle tent does anything. This guy looks like he's useful. Okay, no, you're not. No, okay, you need a fucking Pokemon, man. I don't think there's anyone in here that I can talk to and they'll give me anything useful. There are some Pokemon here that would be worth catching. Well, all the Pokemon are worth catching because of what we're doing. I think there's Gulpin and there's Electrike. We don't necessarily need to catch them right now. We can just wait. Professor Birch will talk to us. I think he briefly rates our Pokedex. Maybe he doesn't. Yeah, I guess he doesn't. This is not a forced double battle. We could talk to the lady first. This one is kind of annoying. They have Plusle and Minun, which almost always use Thunder Wave first thing, like most electric types that know it. Thunder Wave is a 100% accuracy move that just paralyzes you. That is super fucking annoying. they also have static, so this is basically almost guaranteed one of your Pokemon will be paralyzed here. However, I don't know if each of them has 2. It might just be the one Pokemon. I'm hoping it's not. No, I think it's... No, yeah, they both each have a Plusle and a Minun. We will be catching a Plusle and a Minun. This one's AI really likes using double. Yeah, this one really likes using Helping Hand. Yeah, they both like using Helping Hand. So we want to kill the one side of it first. I'm hoping we don't get stacked here. If we do, that'll be really annoying. It might just delay us. They're not going to kill us or anything. It's just really fucking annoying. Alright, now it's confused. That's a good thing. Alright, quick attack's the best thing you could have used here other than Helping Hand. Sometimes the AI is broken. I'm pretty sure if there's no partner, it doesn't use Helping Hand, but the AI is kind of dumb and sometimes it chooses a random move. So, it just kind of depends. There is the Trick House. I don't know. Yeah, it gives us a rare candy. That can be kind of nice sometimes. We do register her, we can't have to. We'll complete this route up here because it has berries. And it's more annoying if we don't later because we have to surf across this route. So we'll do our completionist thing and just, you know, run to the forced double battle. This is... Actually, no, this also isn't a forced double battle because you can talk to these guys individually. But we're going for speed as well as completion here, so... We're gonna try to kill this Voltorb without getting paralyzed. It's not gonna work. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take our chances here and see if we can kill the Voltorb without it using Thunder Wave. I think it'll be fine because I don't know if these guys have one Pokemon each. It'd be kind of nice if they did. It's a good experience for Gary anyways. I think Gary will evolve into a Curly after this route. Sonic Boom is annoying because it deals exactly 20 damage each time. It's more annoying early game than anything else. It's kind of nice when you're trying to catch Pokemon because it's more accessible than Full Swipe. Since Sonic Boom deals a set amount of damage, it's good for catching Pokemon because you guaranteed won't kill them if you know what you're doing. I got PB up. That's actually pretty good for us. We can use that later. It's around this point in the game where you start running into more status effects, and it just becomes annoying every single time you want to kill someone. I'm sorry for that dangling sound. I'm pulling out some keys from my pocket, because I still have stuff in my pocket. There we go. Shroomish, we should be able to one-shot. I think we'll one-shot both of them, actually. We do want to... Yeah, we will want to heal up Ulrich before the fight with May. That's later on this route. We probably... Yeah, we could have bought some repels, but I do kind of want to get encounters anyway, so it's not a big deal. Doing this whole completionist thing anyways, I keep repeating that. Roselia is nice, it gives a lot of XP. You can't find it in the wild and Emerald very easily. So we'll probably want to change versions for that. I don't know yet. Let me check this out. So you got... Yeah, we can get Timer Ball, and we can get it. Yeah. Roselia, Pokemon, hello. Can we find you? Nope, we cannot. Roselia is a version exclusive, so I am good with that. I don't know if it's just the Plusles that do this. It seems like the Plusles, whenever they're matched with the Minun or a partner in general, as the AI, they always use Helping Hand. So you usually want to kill the Minuns first. That always helps. You are annoying. That's fine. It's a miracle I haven't gotten paralyzed yet, actually. Alright, Gary's evolving. Gary evolves at level 16. Oh, does he? He might evolve at level 18. I'm not actually sure on that. Nope, he evolves at level 18. Okay, that's fine. And I can register them in my Pokédex, I guess. I'm gonna use a super potion to heal up Ulrich, because I don't plan on going back to the Pokemon Center. Lewis has an item! Check it out. Okay, next dude. That's kind of... We already used one of those, that's kind of nice. Oh, I forgot what Pokemon he has. It might be a... Usually with the Pokefans early game, it's a... Usually, sometimes they have rare Pokemon. Oh, it's a rare Pokemon. Good. Skitty are also nice. They give a lot of XP. This is the Pokemon we were trying to find on Route 117. 2% encounter, which is why he has it. Pokefans tend to have rare Pokemon. Oh, this fisherman. I forgot if there's a hidden... Oh, there's actually no berries on this route, so I didn't need to battle any of these. Well, okay, it's good to at least battle some of these guys, because otherwise you guaranteed run into encounters. It's kind of annoying. This guy's relatable as fuck. He's frustrated that his fishing is dog shit. Oh, oops. Route 10... No, this is still Route 103, I think, technically. The wild encounters on this route are pretty dog shit most of the time. Because it's a really early route, Route 103, it's an early route. It's the same one that we battled May on, so this one actually extends to the left. You can't really tell from this, but I'll show you in a second. If you surf across this grass over here, this patch of water, I mean, this body of water, I should say. Oh, there are berries, I'm stupid. Well, I'm not stupid, I knew this all along, I just didn't see them. So I guess I ignored them when I got the item. I don't know, it's kind of late, my brain's not working the best right now. And there's an item over here as well. I don't know what you get from this route, item-wise. Is there another item I can get from here? That'd be nice, actually. There's no hidden items. Guard spec. I forgot what this does. I think it increases evasiveness. I'm not entirely sure on that. We're gonna clear the trick room, because it's more XP. You can see that little twinkle. As you know, I concealed myself beneath this desk. Yeah, he always conceals himself in a random place. So this is the Trick Master, I guess. Yeah, so we're gonna battle all these trainers. We do need cut for this, which is why we're able to do this. We won't be able to clear all the rooms, and we're not going to. But if we do this, we get a rare candy, which we can use to level up our Combuskin, our Ulrich, which will probably be pretty helpful in the May fight. I don't think I'll have to use... Well, I should probably use bulk up anyways, just because. But that'll be cool. Forgot. Yeah, whatever. Let's just clear this room. I'm not gonna focus on. I do think I don't have this memorized. I don't do this very often. I do think I have to go over here to get the scroll. To clear these trick rooms, you just have to go. Oh, that was a waste of time. Okay. Well, it's a trick room, so I guess it's gonna trick me. I kind of have this funny theme going on. I think one of these trainers gives us the scroll or something? I'm not entirely sure on it. I think I have to... Yeah, okay, here's the scroll. Okay. They don't give you the scroll. You just have to... You have to beat this trainer and then get the scroll, and then I can go through... route towards the exit. Get that item up there. House. What? Puzzle room. Trick house puzzle one. isn't the most obvious thing. Okay, I don't really want orange mail, so I guess I don't need that. I don't need to get the item. It's good to know that that's orange mail, actually. That'd be a massive waste of time. I would have been very frustrated if I had to go through all those cut just to fucking get a piece of orange mail. We get the harbor mail. We need it for side quest. We don't need the orange mail. The orange mail we don't use for anything, I don't think. At least nothing that I'm tracking. Ulrich should level up to level 25 here, and then we can use the rare candy to get to level 26. I don't know if we really... Oh, there's... There we go. I got the scroll. It has a secret message. Yeah. I memorized the secret code because I'm not smart. I'll just go over here to clear this, and then we can go straight to the exit. We just have to battle this dude over here. Yeah. Trickmaster kidnaps random passerby children and uses them to battle you. At least in this version of it, I think there's other trainers for some of the other trick rooms. But because you gotta clear this room 8 times to. This is the way you get the magnet and some other items. The hard stone and the magnet. That's the stone and the electric type item, respectively. So you gotta clear the trick room eventually if you actually want to get every single item in the game, but yeah, you definitely don't need it right now. I just kind of want this rare candy, and the levels are nice too. If we manage to level up, we should level up Gary after the rival fight. I'm getting kind of nauseous. It's 4 AM, so I will want to go to bed soon here. I think we'll beat May, and then we'll we got a rare candy. Good. And he just leaves, and you have to walk through this whole fucking path thing to get back to where you came from, which is really annoying. This old lady always blocks your way. We will try to catch all the Pokemon on this route. I'm disciplined, so we'll do our best here. Electric is electric type. It's the first electric type you run into. Oops, I didn't mean to use that. I thought that was Peck. But I don't have Peck. That sucks. I don't want to deal with it. I guess we can defeat May. Oh, why'd I battle him? I should have used the paralyzed heal first. Does he have electric? No, he has an Aeron. We'll just tough this out. It's fine. We're not gonna die or anything. I don't care that you use hardened, dude. You're 4 times weak to me. Yeah, as long as I don't get, as long as I am able to move, I can kill you instantly. Paralyzed does reduce your speed. Okay, if we can move here, we kill him. Nice. Okay, I have to think about what kind of berry I want here for May. I forgot what her battle entails. I forgot what her Pokemon. I think it's a... Oh, I'm gonna type in Mary. It's May. Bulbapedia. Hello. Yes, yeah, I would like to visit May. Okay, thanks, man. It's Route 110. That's in Ruby and Sapphire. I want the Emerald fights. Dude, it's so annoying. Here we go. Okay, so it's Astonished first, which means I don't think I need any status berries for this fight. Let's see if we run into a Gulpin or something here. No, it's a Buchiana. I don't need you. We'll use... I don't even think we need the rare candy in this instance, so we're not going to bother with it. We'll use a paralyzed heal, and then we'll just the potions, you know what, fine, yeah, fuck it, we'll use a potion, why not? I thought, for some reason I thought, Ulrich was low health, but he's not. So we know bulk up here bulk up is kind of a cheat code for the harder battles in the game, and as a result, the game itself. You can basically beat the game with just Blaziken if it knows bulk up. The exception would be like maybe Tate and Liza, but even Tate and Liza, you kind of just have to know what to do, and you can still beat them pretty handily. We'll use bulk up twice here, so we one-shot the Marshtomp. Marshtomp is fairly tanky, it won't get one-shot if we just use it once. So use the Swift here, because Nature Power is based on the route that you're in. We're on a grassy route, so it's just Swift, it basically does nothing. That should be good enough. We're level 25. Oh. I think we still one-shot the Marshtomp. Even if we don't one-shot the Marshtomp, I don't think it one-shots us because bulk up. Ground type moves are physical moves, so our defense benefits. Okay, yeah, we're good. Yeah, so once we beat May here, we'll just save and then we'll end the playthrough for today. It's been 2.5 hours, so we've been playing for quite a long time. Okay, cool. That's fine. Gary? No, Gary did not level up. That's fine. He'll level up later. And May will give us the item finder that I was mentioning earlier in Petalburg Woods. We really don't need it. It's not a necessary item, but it's fine. Alright, we'll save here and just quit. Alright, thank you all for watching. I'm not gonna get my tea. It's too late for that. I'm just gonna go straight to bed. But this was the first day. Hopefully tomorrow or whenever I play and record next, maybe I'll be streaming. Maybe something else. But I know one thing I will do is I will resize this window so it's not just black bars on the side of the screen. And hopefully that will help me and save on video space too, or recording space. All right. Have a good night. Goodbye.